Hello everyone, right here I have a 2015 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.2 CRDi 4WD Elegance. And today, I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features, inside and out. So, here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, they automatically fold in. And upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. Standard on this generation Santa Fe in Malaysia is Hyundai's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the black button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just press the black button again. Along with that smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the Santa Fe, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. The Santa Fe DM comes with a rack and pinion steering system with electric power assistance. A leather steering wheel with sport grips at 10 and 2 is standard. For Malaysia, the only transmission offered, whether it be the 2.2 diesel or the 2.4 petrol, is a 6-speed automatic. This transmission features Shiftronic manual shifting. Rear parking sensors are standard across the range. Safety features in the Santa Fe Elegance include 2 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability program, vehicle stability management, traction control, downhill brake control, hill start assist control, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. Isofix child seat anchor points are found on the outer 2 middle row seats. 18-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy rims are present on the Elegance trim. This Santa Fe rides on 235/60 R18 Silverstone Estiva X5 tyres. Disc brakes are standard, the front ones are ventilated while the rear ones are solid. McPherson struts and a multi-link setup make up the front and the rear suspension respectively. Hyundai's first in-house developed crossover SUV, the Santa Fe, is named after the city of Santa Fe, New Mexico in the United States. It was first introduced for the 2001 model year, and so far, there have been 4 generations produced. The third generation Santa Fe is available with short and long wheelbase body styles. The short wheelbase Santa Fe is known as the Santa Fe DM, while the long wheelbase Santa Fe is known as the Santa Fe NC. Depending on the market, both models were sold under various names. For example, the short wheelbase Santa Fe is known as the Santa Fe in most global markets and as the Santa Fe Sport in North America, while the long wheelbase Santa Fe is known as the Max Cruise in South Korea, as the Grand Santa Fe in most of Europe, as the Santa Fe in the United States, and as the Santa Fe XL in Canada. The third generation Santa Fe debuted at the 2012 New York Auto Show and was given a facelift in 2015. The third generation Santa Fe was on sale between 2012 and 2018 for the Santa Fe DM, and between 2012 and 2020 for the Santa Fe NC. The Santa Fe DM was replaced by the 4th generation Santa Fe TM in 2018. Meanwhile, the Santa Fe NC was replaced by the Palisade LX2, also in 2018. The Santa Fe DM went on sale in Malaysia in June 2013, while the facelifted model was never on sale in Malaysia. This Santa Fe is powered by Hyundai's R 2.2 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 diesel engine with common rail direct injection. It produces 194 horsepower at 3800 rpm and 436 Nm of torque at 1800 to 2500 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 10.1 seconds, on to 190 km per hour top speed. The fuel tank size is 64 liters, and the combined fuel consumption for the Santa Fe 2.2 CRDi 4WD automatic is 6.8 liters per 100 kilometers. 178 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and as the name suggests, this Santa Fe is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the Santa Fe Elegance include automatic manual leveling halogen projector headlights, front and rear fog lights, indicators on the body-colored side mirrors, chrome door handles, the spare tire mounted under the rear of the vehicle, and dual exhaust pipes. Speakers right there, and right there, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, window lock, central locking, and your window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. Pull this lever to pop open the fuel door. Downhill assist control, interior brightness adjustment, active eco mode, 4-wheel drive lock, traction control, headlight level adjustment, Santa Fe floor mats, and door sills. And the driver's seat in this Santa Fe Elegance does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there, including your power lumbar support. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it rows. Very simple air conditioning controls, fan speed, front and rear defrost, air conditioning, maximum air conditioning, temperature, recirculation, different modes, and this one activates the rear air conditioning system. storage, auxiliary and USB ports, power outlet, and a cigarette lighter or another power outlet depending on what you use it for. Right here is the Santa Fe's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. There is an auto hold function for the parking brake whereby, say you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or traffic jam, the car is in drive, you lift your foot off the brake. With the auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. The Santa Fe Elegance comes with an integrated head unit with various media connectivity options and 6 speakers for the sound system. The stock sound system that the Santa Fe uses is not that bad, but it is not that great either. It is a fairly simple head unit to use. Right here you can turn off the display, CD player, eject button for the CD player, FM, AM, different media selection, volume and power, seat track, different folder selection, your 6 radio preset buttons. Buttons 1 and 2 also double up as your repeat and random buttons. Right here you have your tuning knob. If you hit menu, you can bring up your iPod menu with repeat, random, info and search. The menu button will vary depending on which media you are in. Under setup, you can adjust your display, sound, under sound settings with bass, mid, treble, balance fader and restore back to default. Virtual sound and speed dependent volume. You can also adjust the clock and your system settings. And right here, scan. Right above, storage, central locking, and as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, push this switch all the way to the right. If the switch is all the way to right, that means the side mirrors are always folded in. If the switch is all the way to left, that means the side mirrors are always folded out. And if the switch is left on automatic, that means the side mirrors fold in when you lock the car and they fold out again when you unlock it. Wiper controls, cruise control and speed limiter controls. And this one selects your various steering modes. You have normal, sport and comfort. Down here, multi-information display controls. This one goes between the different main menus. This one goes between the different sub-menus. And this one allows you to select or return. Currently, driving data with range, average and instant fuel consumption, trip A and trip B under the 2 trip meters, distance travelled, average speed and elapsed time, and back to your range and fuel consumption. Next up, service indicator, and lastly, user settings. Right here you have your door settings, light settings, settings itself, and service interval. And back to your driving data. Volume controls, seat track, different mode selection, mute, light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Cup holders, storage, front center armrest with 2-tier storage, a smaller area above and a larger area below. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, sunglass holder, front reading lights. It also doubles up as your interior lights. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. If you switch the light on, forget to turn it off, close the visor and the visor turns it off for you. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Adjustable headrests for all rows of seats in this car. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad just above the number plate. Boot space in the Santa Fe is 516 litres with the third row seat backs folded and 1615 litres with all the rear seat backs folded. To the right of the boot is a power outlet. Under the boot floor is the vehicle's toolkit and jack along with some storage. In 5-seater mode, there is a cargo cover that can be used to keep items in the boot secure. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, storage. And to gain access to the last row of seats, locate this lever, pull it, flip the seat back forward, then move the whole seat forward. Now that I am in the last row of seats, I did set the middle row seats to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the middle row seats. As for legroom, I only get about this much. And I'm actually bending my head to fit back here, so there is no headroom for me. But for both sides of the back, you have storage areas, aircon vents, and levers to fold down the middle row seats. And for the right side, you have an additional cup holder and the third row fan speed control. Now the last row of seats split 50-50, And to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then there are two levers on either sides of the last row seat backs. Just pull them and flip the seat backs down. For the middle row, they split 40-20-40. And to flip them down, again, make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers down here. This one flips down the left seat, while the lever on that side flips down the right seat and the middle seat. To flip down only the middle seat, locate a lever behind the headrest. Very simple. You can use the same lever to adjust the angle of the seat back so you can have it more upright or more laid back depending on what you prefer. As shown earlier, you can also fold down the middle row seat backs by the levers at the back. You can also adjust the position of the middle row seats by locating the bars down here and down there. I did set the front passenger seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. As mentioned earlier, I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the front passenger seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. For the middle row seats, they're actually quite comfortable and spacious, but you can always adjust the position of it to suit your needs. On the front seat backs are storage pockets as well as cutouts that help with additional legroom. Power outlet right there. And on the B pillars are middle row aircon vents. Rear center armrest for the middle row with cup holders. And right above, for both sides at the back, are grip handles. For the right side, there is a hook as well. Rear cabin light. Speakers, bottle holder, storage, window control, and the front passenger seat in this Santa Fe does get full manual adjustments. This lever adjusts the seat back, while this bar down here adjusts the seat position. Lockable glove box. It is of a nice size. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror, together with the same light mechanism as found on the driver's side. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.2 CRDi 4WD Elegance. Thanks for watching and goodbye.